welcome back to That One Army Friend. Today I kind of wanted to have a look at Life Goes On. The reason I wanted to do that is because it's been quite a while since I've read those lyrics and seen that MV, and I just feel like that song really put, you know, a name to like a lot of emotions people were feeling during that time of our lives. The fact that we lived through a pandemic is crazy, you know. And you know, I think from what I remember, the song was sort of filled with like a bit of hopelessness, but at the same time like things will be okay in the end. So I'm looking forward to that. I kind of want to go and like also have like a bit of a look at the lyrics to see like what they are, if there's any like word, like phrases and words that sort of grab me, and stuff like that. Did I say it? I don't know, but I haven't seen the MV in quite a while, so it'll be interesting to watch it again. I also haven't read the lyrics in a while, but yeah, I'm excited about this one because today I'm in a bit of a Today I'm in a bit of a mellow mood, so I think that will be perfect for today. So yeah, without further ado, let's go.
세상이 멈춰서 아무런 네가 돈 없이 몸은 기다림을 몰라서 눈치 없이 와버렸어. 자꾸게 지워진 거리 여기 넘어져 있는 나 혼자 가는 시간이 미안해 말도 없이 오늘도 비가 내릴 것 같아. 흠뻑 젖어버렸네. 아직도 멈추질 않아. 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가. 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 나 겨우 사람인가 봐. 몹시 아프네. 세상이란 놈이 지갑기. 덕분에
I love this like group shot.
청하는 엇박자의 춤. 겨울이 오면 내 진짜 뜨거운 숨.
And Yoon with his bonsai. 사람들은 말해 세상이 다 변했대. For free? Jesus. There's a lot of focus on Tae's nose, and you know what? I respect that. I do respect that they like show his nose with his cute mouth. A visual. Honestly, how can anyone be that pretty? I do not understand at all. I don't understand how 7 people can be that pretty. They're all so pretty. Okay, yeah, I really like that music video. I like how it's styled. I think it really suits the vibe of the song. It's also like the music video Jungkook like directed, so I think that's really cool. And I think like something that you can really see in the videos that Jungkook makes is like, I feel like the love that he has for the group really, really shines through. So when he like films them and stuff like that, you can really, really feel the love and respect that he has for them. And I think that's really beautiful. And I think in this music video we really saw that. I also really enjoyed like all the group shots. I thought they were really nice. And then, you know, it was the whole like how it's, you know, it's sort of like Namjoon with his like bike that's like full of dust, and people are sort of on their own, they're wearing masks, and it's kind of dreary, but at the same time they also showed like that there is a collective, and that they are like there for you, and I really like that. And then the last part where they're singing at that empty hall with just the army bombs, which was, you know, what sort of became the norm for quite a while during the pandemic, and that kind of it made me kind of sad, because I remember like seeing On E and I remember crying a lot during Jimin's event. But anyway, like that sort of, I can't imagine what that must have been like for an artist to sort of, who's used to like crowds who are passionate and there, and then to having to perform to nothing. There is literally nothing. You get no feedback to like what you're doing, and that must be really, really hard, especially when that's your passion and that's what you love doing, and that's, you know, you sort of what gives you life. I think it must have been really hard for them as well. And it shows also, I think it shows just how professional they are, because that means like you could still feel their, when you watch those like performances where they like have like, and then I don't mean like, you know, just one song or anything like that. I mean when they did like their concerts that were like full out shows, because doing one song is one thing, but doing full out shows for no one, that is crazy. To keep that energy going is amazing, and they're such professionals, and I really admire that. Okay, but let's get into these lyrics, I think, because like I said, I haven't read the lyrics, and now I kind of focused more on the MV while I was watching. So I'm going to dual set, of course. Okay. One day the world stopped without any forewarning. Spring, not knowing how to wait or how to read the room, showed up anyway. So I was thinking about this part actually when I was watching, because it's like, because I do feel like that part really resonated with me, because like life kept happening during the pandemic. Like spring came, summer came, and we were still like standing still, and it felt like the world was moving but at the same time not, and it was just weird and awful, and we were kind of just like in this weird limbo that I don't think anyone of us have felt before. Okay. The streets where footprints are wiped away, I who lie fallen here, time flows on its own. without even saying sorry. Yeah, so it goes like, continues on in that same vein. It looks like it'll rain today as well. I'm completely soaked. It's not stopping. I run faster than those dark clouds. I thought that it'd make it all right, but it turns out I'm just a mere human. It hurts so bad. Yeah. And I think this verse of Namjoon is kind of interesting because I think that from the way I see it, or the way I read those lyrics, he's kind of saying that like every day is sort of has maybe this kind of dread or sadness to it, and he is so like filled with that sadness, and he's doing what he can to try and escape it, but it keeps catching up to him constantly, which I feel is very relatable. And then, you know, that it's maybe that is kind of part of the human condition as well, especially during such a time that was. But I think also in life in general, if you're going through something that is, you know, difficult, then yeah, it can be really hard, and I think our instincts is to often run away, to sort of shield yourself from it, but sometimes you do just have to bear through it, and it's hard and it sucks and it's difficult, but that's part of what it's like being alive, sadly. I wish it wasn't, I really did, but yeah. Okay, let's move on. The cold that the world gave me, thanks to it I pushed the dusty rewind button. Lying fallen, I ask you to dance with me off beat. When winter come, let's exchange an even warmer breath. So here it sort of starts to sort of build on the hope again, because like Namjoon's ended on like more of a sadder note, but now it's like building up to like going towards hope, I feel. And it's like it's asking, like, it's okay, winter might be coming, it might be colder, the seasons might be changing, and so the world is moving on, but like I am still here and I'm still holding on, and I still have the memories of what, like the past. That's sort of how I'm seeing this. Like, so I have the memories of the past, and those memories are what keeps me going and what keeps me warm and safe and sound. So it's like, and then, so even when, you know, we're going through like this hard time, let's always be there for each other and like be each other's warmth in the coldness. If that, I don't know if this makes sense to anyone else but me, but I'm like just rambling on top from the top of my head what I'm like thinking as I'm reading these lyrics. So you might disagree, and if you do, please let me know. There is no end in sight. Would there be an exit at all? My feet refuse to move. Close your eyes for a moment. Hold my hand here. Let's run away to the future. I feel like this one is pretty self-explanatory. You know, that it was what we all were feeling, like there was no end in sight. You felt very like, almost like a sense of fatigue, in the sense that you just felt unable to move. Like everything was just blur, you know? So it's the thing about like wanting to escape that feeling and wanting to like reach the point in the future where we're all back to normal, like more or less like now. Yeah, life goes on like an arrow in the blue sky. Another day will fly by, on my pillow, on my table. Yeah, life goes on like this again. I don't feel like I need to go through that one. I'll borrow this music and tell you, People say the world has changed. Thankfully, between you and I, it's still the same. Obviously, I feel like this also part is pretty self-explanatory. You know, even if all these things are happening, that bond between, like, in this case, ARMY and BTS is still the same, it's still strong. With Annyeong that I say to start and finish the day, let's thread today and tomorrow together again. Although everything is paused, don't hide in the dark, because the light will shine again. Yeah, so obviously Annyeong means hello, goodbye. And it's basically just a continuation of saying, like, you know, the days are passing and I'm still, like, the routines are there, and even though it might seem like a bit hopeless and that it's difficult, it's important to just keep moving forward, because, like, there's always going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, even if you can't really see it. And I think it's such an important thing to remember, because, like, when you're going through something, when you're, like, deep down in your depression or whatever, it's so hard to be able to, like, lift yourself out of it. But it's also so important to, like, do everything you can to do it. Even if it's, like, going for a walk or just watching, like, loads of shitty television, or listening to your favorite song on repeat for, like, a week. It's like you just need to find that tiny thing and hold on to it, I think. At least that's what I do personally when I'm feeling like that. There's no end in sight. Would there be an exit at all? My feet refuse to move. Close your eyes for a moment. Hold my hand here. Let's run away to the future. Like an echo in the forest, another day will come, as if nothing happened. Yeah, life goes on, like an arrow in the blue sky. Another day will fly by, on my pillow, on my table. Yeah, life goes on, like this again. I remember, I remember, I remember, I remember. So yeah, I think that's sort of how I see these lyrics. It's like, everything is sad and bad and terrible, but at least there is hope in the future, and it's about, like, holding on to, you know, what's close to you and what you love, and knowing that it's still going to be there for you in the future, even if everything just seems so bad. There's always hope. That are kind of my thoughts on this song and music video. It's a bit of a longer video of me just, like, trying to, like, dissect and understanding the lyrics a bit more, because I figured, like, now that I'm rediscovering BTS as well, I kind of want to dive back into the lyrics, look at them a bit more closely, and trying to, like, yeah, maybe, like, voice my thoughts more out loud, so that, like, just to see if anyone else disagrees or agrees with me. And it's just a good exercise of, like, analyzing and using my brain. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and comment if you want to do that, because that's always fun, always brings me joy. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.